Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sports Vision, WMAQ listening in. What more can you say about a guy who had a great high school career, sensational college career, tremendous professional career, now outstanding in the business field? But Doc, enough about me. Within a couple of days, when Dr. J announced his retirement, the Illinois State Lottery asked the Bulls marketing department how it could help to honor Dr. J in his last game in Chicago. Tonight, the lottery is the sponsor of Dr. J Key Tag Night, and on behalf of the Illinois State Lottery, Illinois First Lady of Luck, the director, Rebecca Paul, would like to make a presentation to Dr. J. Rebecca?
We'd like to present you with this framed jackpot instant lottery ticket with the inscription, Julius Erving, Dr. J, the NBA's jackpot player. In addition, a replica of tonight's Key Tag Night sponsored by the Illinois State Lottery. Dr. J, you will always be a jackpot to Chicago basketball fans, and we hope that this instant lottery ticket brings you yet another $1 million in cash.
Thank you, Rebecca. That's a framed picture of a jackpot lottery ticket with the inscription, Julius Erving, Dr. J, the NBA's jackpot player, and a replica of the key tag giveaway. Now for a special presentation, the Honorable Mayor Harold Washington.
Thank you. Thank you very much to the owners of the Chicago Bulls, to the Chicago Bulls fans, the only one group of fans like the Chicago Bulls fans, to the visiting 76ers, and to Dr. Julius Erving. The sports fans of the city of Chicago join me in welcoming the Dr. Julius Erving to Chicago Stadium for his last house call as a professional basketball player. As a sports enthusiast for many years, I have watched it all at the phenomena of Dr. Julius Erving. Dr. J is credited with having defined the game of basketball as we know it today. However, Dr. J and the rest of the world should know that the Erving legacy lives on in Chicago in our own Dr. Michael Jordan. The sports fans of Chicago have asked me to present with you the one-of-a-kind official Chicago Doctor's Bag, which has been embossed with the seal of our city and signed over to you on behalf of our sports fans. In recognition of your many and great contributions to the game of basketball, and for the many hours of the enjoyment you have provided to Chicago, It's my privilege to welcome you to Chicago, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor Washington. And finally tonight, the Chicago Bulls farewell gift to the doctor. And who better to represent the Bulls in presenting it than the Doc's former 76er teammate, our head coach, Doug Collins.
Julius, it's a real pleasure for me to be here this evening and representing the Chicago Bulls on a night like tonight. I think the toughest thing for me to appreciate about this is that 11 years ago, you and I played your first NBA game together, and it was a great memory for me, and I'll always remember that day we had a chance to start your NBA career and my NBA career together. You're a terrific testimony for the game of basketball. Philadelphia has loved you. Everyone has loved you. I think of you more as a person. You're a special friend. You've always been there when I've needed you. The team would like to represent this gifts to you. We have a widescreen TV in your name that will go to Children's Memorial Hospital. And to you, a beautiful crystal ball here. Be careful, Doc, so it's real heavy. The stand is not, it's a crystal ball. And the only thing I can say is, if you look into the future for that, I know it's going to be success for you and Turk and your beautiful children, and God bless you. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Washington, Johnny, Doug, members of the Chicago Bulls, my teammates, coaches, members of Bulls management, members of the 76ers management who have allowed me to come here, even though I'm not playing at their expense. To the fans of Chicago, and those of you who have frequented the Chicago Stadium for the last 11 years, I greet you with a greeting of thanks, much heartfelt appreciation for the gifts that you've given me today, to you fans in particular for coming and making this a sellout tonight. I thank you for being here on my behalf and for having been here so many times before. I have very vivid and very fond memories of coming to this arena throughout my NBA career. I remember a super fan running around the aisles. I remember it always being snowy outside, wet and cold, and also wet and cold downstairs in the locker room. I remember that magnificent group that used to sing the national anthem in a cappella. They were the best in the league, and I wish you guys would bring them back. Certainly, I remember a competitive team on the court each and every night, players of the past who have treated you to many wonderful things on the basketball court, players like Chet Walker, Bob Love, Artis Gilmore, Tom Boerwinkle, John Mengelt, Norm Van Leer, Jerry Sloan. Some of those guys I didn't play against, I just had to watch them on TV because they were before my time. I thank you for a special opportunity tonight to have Johnny Kerr and Doug Collins take part in the ceremony. Two players who were there at the beginning of two very distinct eras in my 16-year basketball career. Johnny being there in the beginning when I signed with the Virginia Squires. And it was a 4-year contract, Johnny, not a 5-year contract in the beginning. It was only payable over 7 years. Doug Collins, who was with me in Philadelphia when I played my first game in Philadelphia, and watching Doug throughout his 8-year career and knowing that as a teammate, as a person, particularly as a teammate, as a player, I never played with a player with quicker hands or quicker feet, or who was a more unselfish player, or a player who understood the game better than this man, and it's only fitting that he is here as a coach right now. And he's a coach for a team that will be reckoned with in the future. All those things that I remember about Chicago Stadium were quite a show. Another thing was quite a show here, and that was just coming in the dead of winter and seeing the fans dressed in lavish fur coats and fur hats and jewelry. I mean, it was a show on the sidelines as well as on the court coming into the stadium here. But it seems as though now you have all that rolled into one package, and you use him very well in promoting your Chicago Bulls, and his initials are MJ. I'd like to say thanks to my teammates for being so patient as they have been through each and every one of these ceremonies. And hopefully I'm standing here representing them as well as myself, my family, my organization, and hopefully I'm representing all players when I stand, and maybe providing them with an example or a role or a model of what it could be like when their turn comes to exit from this game of basketball. Hopefully that is the case. To, once again, Mr. Washington, I thank you. Mr. Washington is a man who I look upon as a personal role model, and one whose work has been tremendously recognized far beyond the borders of your beloved Chicago. So I thank you for being here, taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. I love the game of basketball, and I love the people who love the game of basketball. So I love you, God bless you, and thank you.
There goes a man. There goes a man. The doctor. We'll be back with the introductions after these messages on the Bulls Network.
At forward from Rutgers, 6'9½", number 23, Roy Hinson. At forward from Auburn, number 34, Charles Barkley. 7-foot center from Michigan, number 40, Tim McCormick. At guard from New Mexico State, 6'3", number 14, Steve Colter. At guard from Georgetown, 6'5", number 25, David Wingate. The head coach for the Sixers.
Matt Gukas has Hinson, Barkley, and McCormick across the front line. The former Bull Steve Colter at one guard spot in place of Maurice Cheeks, and David Wingate in place of Julius Erving at the other guard position.
the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At forward from Duke, 6'8", number 20, Gene Banks. At forward from Virginia Union, 6'9", number 34, Charles Barkley. At center from DePaul, 6'11", number 40, Dave Corzine. At guard from Notre Dame, 6'2", number 5, John Paxson. From North Carolina, 6'6" guard, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Doug Collins keeps it the same. Banks, Oakley, Corzine up front. John Paxson with that very painful foot, left foot. And Michael Jordan at the other guard position. The officials for tonight's game, Mike Mathis and Blaine Reichelt. And the matchups tonight, it's difficult from a Chicago standpoint. Banks and Barkley go at it at one forward spot. Oakley and Hinson, McCormick and Corzine, Colter and Paxson, Wingate and Jordan. The one thing the Sixers do not have tonight is depth. Matt Gook is down to about a 6 or 7 man rotation because of the injury problems. He has 9 players dressed.
The guy that scares me the most, though, is Roy Hinson. He's ready to explode against us.
Sixers are in after losing at home last night to Dallas. On every occasion in the first 4 games this year between these two, the home team has won. One more date in the regular season between the Bulls and Sixers on April 10th in the Spectrum. Corzine to jump against Roy Hinson. Mike Mathis will toss it in the air. And they'll go up again. Philadelphia at 49% from the field this year. The Bulls at 47%. At the foul line, it's different. The Bulls 78, Sixers at 76. Charles Oakley controls the tip. And Chicago in the front court. Paxson has it off to the left, standing dribble against Colter. Left corner is Gene Banks. Banks gives to Oakley, left of the circle, 10 to shoot. Left corner shot, Dave Corzine. Rimming, no. Rebound tipped off to Oakley. Charles is fouled going for the shot. It was Michael Jordan who kept it alive, and then Oakley was fouled by David Wingate.
Boy, Jim, you and I had a great shot of it just sitting here watching. The ball went the other way. Charles came all the way from the corner to recover that ball on the other side of the basket, and he got stripped of it. Through the foul.
2 shots for Charles Oakley, a 70% free thrower. It's on the rise. He's been shooting well from the line, and he hits the first one tonight. The Bulls with their 10th sellout crowd of the year here. This is their 33rd sellout crowd they've played in front of this season. Charles Oakley in and out with the next free throw. Hinson the rebound. Colter brings it up for the Sixers. Steve Colter angles left, guarded by Paxson. Barkley top of the key against Banks. Right side Wingate against Jordan. Roy Hinson right of the lane, bangs with Oakley, turns back with a turnaround shot, banked it no good. Gene Banks the Chicago rebound ahead to Paxson. John Paxson in the Bulls front court. Pax off to the right side, dances on the dribble, picks it up, plays it to Oakley, low right against Hinson. Charles shoots it up, baseline right, and hits it. Charles Oakley 3, Philadelphia nothing. We've played a minute. Steve Colter controls and starts it outside left to Roy Hinson. Hinson gives top of the circle to Tim McCormick. Right side is Colter. In the lane, 12-footer. Good. Steve Colter hits the shot from out front. Michael Jordan in the Bulls front court against David Wingate. Jordan baseline right, double teamed. Michael picks it up in the corner, out to Oakley, right of the circle, shot, rimming no by Charles and taken down by Charles Barkley. Now Philadelphia looks to get the lead as Steve Colter walks into the front court. Barkley holds it wide right, backdoor to Colter. He takes it out to the left side. Colter dances around the Hinson screen and misses the outside jumper. Rebound, Barkley saves to Colter, back to the hoop, off to Wingate. Wingate in the lane, feeds Colter low right. His shot rims good. Steve Colter with all 4 Sixer points.
Now you've got a situation where Barkley is not guarding Charles Oakley. So if Oak fires outside, Barkley's all alone underneath the basket.
There's a foul called, or a kicking violation on the Sixers as the Bulls went into Jordan, so they will be inbounding the ball, and Banks flips it into Paxson. Brand new 24 seconds. Oakley top of the circle. Left corner, Jordan. Michael left of the lane, 15-footer. Good. 5-4, a 1-point Bulls lead as Colter brings it up. Steve Colter off to the right, leans over the dribble. Top of the circle is McCormick. Left corner is Barkley against Banks. Charles Barkley backs it on Banks. Here's a pass tipped away by Jordan to Paxson. John Paxson brings it up ahead to Jordan. Michael has it, baseline right, double team, looks for the open man. Nobody spots. Jordan shoots out of the corner. Good. Michael held it and held it and held it, trying to find somebody open.
Barkley ran over to pick him up right away, Jim. Then when he went to his man, it was all alone.
Here's Colter with it, top of the key. Colter against Paxson. Right side, Wingate. Three-point shot, David Wingate. Around and out. Corsi the rebound. Out to Jordan. Michael Jordan in the front court. Jordan on the move against Wingate. Spins left of the lane. Hook pass under to Banks. They double Jordan out of high left, and Banks was wide open for the dunk. It's 9-4 Bulls. 6 in a row for Chicago. Colter right side, works left around a McCormick screen. Picks it up top of the circle. Right side, Tim McCormick. Shot clock at 10. McCormick's outside jumper. Rimming over the top, out of bounds. The Bulls have it with 8:36 left in the quarter. Let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Network. John Paxson in the Chicago front court, outside left, guarded by Colter. Paxson dances on the dribble, left of the lane, plays it to Banks, low left against Barkley. 10 to shoot. Banks turnaround jumper, good. Banks has 4. The Bulls lead by 7. 8 in a row for the Bulls. Sixers haven't scored since 10-11 left, and Matt Gukas takes a 20-second timeout with 8:10 remaining. Other games tonight around the league. The Celtics are in Hartford hosting Cleveland, Dallas at New Jersey, Atlanta at Washington, Knicks up the road at Milwaukee, Houston at San Antonio, Denver later against the Clippers, and Phoenix later hosting the Lakers. We got a moment, John. Our congratulations to Stu Bookman from the Bulls front office. He and his wife Debbie, proud parents of a new boy today, Andrew Scott.
Well, I don't know if we want to say that to Stu, but we certainly will to his wife. Stu, of course, the comptroller with the Chicago Bulls. Nice job. A couple out-of-town scores, Jimmy.
Boston up 10 on Cleveland in the second quarter, 66-56, and New Jersey leads, but only by 2 over Dallas in the third. Dallas after winning at Philadelphia last night. The Sixers have it in play. Outside left is Wingate. Wingate holding on Jordan. Wingate drives foul line, kicks to McCormick, low left, reverse layup is in. Nice play by David Wingate. Michael Jordan in the Bulls front court. Jordan right of the lane against Wingate. Pull-up shot, baseline right, banked it in. Michael Jordan with 6. Steve Colter off to the left side. Colter against Paxson. Turns on the dribble. Paxson a reach-in foul. That's the first foul of the game against the Bulls.
Now, Paxson did a good job of chasing him away from the screen that McCormick had set. He chased him down low, but then a fake shot. Pax reached in and got him in the wrist.
David Wingate left of the lane, pumps the ball off to Barkley for the layup. David Wingate has found the open man the last 2 times down. 13 to 8, a 5-point Bulls lead. Michael Jordan brings it up. Starts it with Oakley, right side. Charles holding, a lob into Jordan, low right against Wingate. Wingate knocked it away. Jordan gets it back. 10 to shoot. Jordan right of the lane, in traffic, shoots it up. Bank no, but a foul called on David Wingate. That's his second. And Michael Jordan on the line to shoot 2.
Now the problem is, who do we get to play him? Andrew Toney, pretty good defensive player and an excellent offensive player, is going to come in for Wingate. So they'll come back with a veteran backcourt now. Colter and Toney.
Yeah, but they lose a little bit defensively in this change.
Oh, yes.
Jordan hits the free throw. They may lose a lot defensively in this change.
Wingate played extremely well in that game in Philadelphia. Big points. I think he had 30 points that night, which was his high, and he played pretty good defense on Michael.
Michael had big numbers, I believe, didn't he?
Every night.
Jordan.
You're going to ask me which. You know what? It's easier now to say which ones he didn't have big numbers on.
It's a 15-8 score. Jordan hitting both free throws. Barkley has it top of the circle. Right side, Andrew Toney. Here's a pass stolen by Jordan, intended for Hinson. Michael Jordan brings it up on the dribble. Jordan left of the circle. On the walk left against Andrew Toney. Michael has picked up the dribble, plays it into Oakley, back to Jordan outside left. Michael on the drive down the lane, lost the ball. It's loose on the floor. Jordan picks it up low right, in deep, lays it in. A 9-point lead for the Bulls.
I know in my mind, and you know, Michael knows who they just honored here tonight.
Yep. Here's Hinson left of the lane. Roy Hinson lost it in the double team. Oakley out with a loose ball. Ahead to Jordan. Jordan feeds it to Banks underneath. Gene Banks in deep. The hook won't go. Rebound tipped out to Steve Colter, and the Sixers take it back the other way. Colter stops, feeds Barkley into McCormick. He lays it in. Good movement of the ball by the Sixers, and it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Transition of that game came off of a 3-on-2 fast break for the Bulls, ended up with scoring for the Sixers.
Michael Jordan on the walk off to the left. Paxson's three-point shot out front. Rebound taken out by Roy Hinson. He hands to Colter. 5:50 left. Andrew Toney holding and shoots the long jumper. No good. Right side. Rebound batted out by Hinson to McCormick. They keep the ball. Steve Colter plays it to Barkley, low left against Banks. Charles Barkley double team, wheels out, and a foul on Banks as he drove to the left baseline. Gene Banks picks up his first foul, second team foul, and a timeout taken with 5:31 left in the opening quarter. The Bulls lead at 17-10. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Bulls for the entertainment and non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this program without the express written consent of the Chicago Bulls, WMAQ Radio, and Sports Vision is prohibited. Don't forget, Bulls fans, the Bulls are offering the new playoff payoff. You place a deposit on 87-88 season tickets and guarantee your right to purchase tickets for every home game of this year's playoffs. It's the playoff payoff. Call the Bulls office at 943-5800 for more information. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter. 17-10 Chicago. So far, the Bulls 7 of 11 from the field. The Sixers 5 of 10.
You and I were talking about Michael having a good game against these guys. We looked it up. In 4 games, he's got 174 points, 43.5 points a game. Woo!
And 49 in the game we were thinking about.
Yeah.
Sixers have it in play. Toney with the ball right at the key. Inside Hinson. Turnaround shot, no, but a foul on Charles Oakley, and Roy Hinson shoots 2.
Blaine Reichelt should have had the call for traveling on that, but Oakley gets the call from behind. He took a little steps here, and
yeah, but it was after he was bumped, I thought. And Hinson is on the line to shoot 2, and he hits the free throw. Second one is also in. It's a 5-point Bulls lead. Sixers have scored the last 4. John Paxson controlling left against Colter. Paxson bounce pass out to Corzine. Right side is Banks. Shoots the outside shot. Good right in the lane. Gene Banks has 6. Tim McCormick left of the circle. Low left is Hinson. Hinson against Oakley. Turns in the lane with a turnaround shot. Missed it. Barkley the rebound. Back up to the hoop. Missed the shot. Ball tipped off the glass. Barkley again. Had it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. Still loose. Barkley picked it up, but Paxson ended up with a ball. A foul has been called on Dave Corzine. How they could find a loose ball foul and all of that is beyond me.
Banks gets away with the block. Corzine's got to get away with that one. It's down on the floor. Get a stick. Somebody kill it. They're pushing. Banks pushing a little bit. Everybody pushing. Dave dives down now. As he went down for the jump ball, they called it a foul.
That's 14 fouls on the Bulls. First foul on Corzine. Sixers have it in play. Colter top of the circle, standing dribble against Paxson. Right side Toney. He was fouled by Banks. The Bulls are over the limit. 2 shots for Andrew Toney. Gene Banks with his second foul. Andrew Toney. Hits the free throw. You want to know a coincidence, Johnny Kirk?
This is his first game? No. What?
The Bulls played the Detroit Pistons in their last home game, and the attendance that night was 18,122. You know what the attendance is tonight?
18,120 what?
2.
That's because you and I are here.
Andrew Toney hits them both. 19-14, Bulls the lead on the ball. Michael Jordan walks it up. Paxson has it outside, works left of the dribble against Steve Colter. Pax gives to Brad Sellers, who's on. Sellers between the circles, right side Jordan. Michael Jordan against Toney, baseline right, double team, shoots anyway, hit the shot, through the foul. Michael Jordan on the line. Andrew Toney with the foul.
Oh, man, he went down into a double team that trip. Toney had him, wasn't going to give him anything. McCormick came over, and then from behind, Steve Colter came in, but Michael sliced up between both of them, nailed it, and now goes for 3.
Jordan with 12 points already. Has 13. The Bulls lead 22-14. And 4:14 left to go in the opening quarter. Tim McCormick left of the circle on the dribble, baseline left. Sellers picks him up in the switch. McCormick a bounce pass to Hinson, left of the lane. Jordan steals the ball. John Paxson up with a loose ball ahead to Michael, in for the left side. To the hoop, scoop shot, no. Rebound tipped off to Toney. The Sixers back with a 4-on-2. Andrew Toney dumps it for Colter, in for the right. He laid it in. Steve Colter with 6. Up court Jordan. The Bulls push it right back. Michael inside on Hinson with a fake. Lean-in shot, rimming, no. Foul call. Michael Jordan shoots 2. Roy Hinson with his first foul.
That's the second time, though, Jim, the Bulls came down in a fast break and gave up a fast break the other way, and then coming back, Michael gave a fake, got the foul on Hinson. He'll shoot 2. That's the second time we've come down like that. Gone for the break, missed it, and they go down and score.
Jordan in and out with a free throw. He is 3 for 4 from the foul line after hitting 5 of his first 6 from the field. Second one is in. Michael shooting over 55% from the field in his last half dozen games.
Shooting less, too.
Yeah.
Shooting less, yeah.
Included in there would have to be 5 for 20 at Washington, right? 23-16. Bulls the lead. Sixers in the front court. Barkley plays it to Toney. Right corner shot by Toney. Good. Andrew Toney hits his first field goal. He has 4 points. Michael Jordan walks it up. Jordan on the stroll off to the left. Picks up the dribble, gives to Corzine right side. Right corner, Brad Sellers. Paxson has it right of the circle, 8 to shoot. Paxson the dribble down the foul line to the hoop, lays it in. He went down the lane to the left and scored with the left hand. 7-point goal.
They tried to exploit and get Michael one-on-one, but when they doubled, it came back. Paxson just wheeled down the lane, beat everybody.
Here's Colter on the walk left, guarded by Paxson. Outside left, he gives it up to Toney. Low left is McCormick against Corzine. Turnaround jumper, good, left baseline. Tim McCormick has 6, and the Sixers stay within 5. John Paxson brings it up for the Bulls with 2:35 left to go in the opening quarter. We started late tonight because of the Julius Erving ceremony. Jordan right of the lane. Michael double teamed out to Paxson. Left side Sellers. Brad fakes, drives to the lane, to the hoop, scoops for Oakley. Got a foul called on Brad Sellers' drive to the hoop. Foul is on Barkley, his first, and the Sixers are over the limit. Sellers will shoot 2 after this timeout. 2:23 left in the quarter. Chicago up 25-20 on the Bulls network. Well, there have been a lot of goodbyes to Julius Erving around the league, and towels were handed out in Houston on March 1st when Dr. J made his final house call to the summit.
And they said, bye, Doc.
Tonight it's a commemorative keychain.
I didn't never, a key tag they call it, and I said I'd never thought they'd have a tag night for Doc.
They didn't. They had it for everybody else here. Sellers hits the free throw. You know, you and Doc had a lot of similarities in your career.
Both we were both at, where was it, Virginia. We were both at the 76ers, both wear glasses, both got a little gray hair, and He's got some money.
Sellers has 2 free throws, and it's 27-20. Bulls the lead. Sixers in the front court. Colter right of the circle, guarded by Paxson. Colter picks it up, swings it left to Andrew Toney. Inside to Barkley for the dunk. Charles Barkley has 4. Philadelphia stays within 5. Bulls shooting very well, over 71% from the field. Sixers at 53. Blaine Reichelt goes up and grabs the net. The net had been wrapped around the rim down here. Now the horn sounds, but Elston Turner and Danny Vranes have to stay at the scorer's table.
Bulls shooting over 70%, and they missed 2 layups on fast breaks that eventually went down, were scored the other end by Sixers.
John Paxson off to the left, gives it up to Jordan in the left corner. Down low left, Oakley. Turnaround shot on Hinson. Taken down by Charles Barkley. And now a hoop makes it a 3-point game as Andrew Toney controls it off to the left. Toney on the move. Baseline left jumper. Rimming no. Rebound to Toney. They didn't check him off. Toney top of the circle. On the walk left. Takes it around the McCormick screen. Goes in baseline left. Jordan checks him off. Then he stepped out of bounds. The Bulls have it as Toney, making his pivot along the baseline, stepped on the end line.
Elston Turner coming in for John Paxson. Paxson got the bad foot. I think they're going to try to rest him a little bit and then have him come back when Michael goes out to be the ball handler. Michael go to the point guard, I would think, here, wouldn't you, Jim?
And he's bringing it up this time. Jordan in the front court, gives it up to Oakley off to the left. Jordan has it back left. 14 to shoot. Michael Jordan left of the circle. Shoots from the foul line. Yep. Jordan's got 16. The Bulls lead 29-22. Michael is 6 for 7 from the field. Sixers with all 5 of the game's turnovers to this point. Steve Colter, right side, standing dribble, guarded by Turner. Down low right is McCormick, half hook. Tip Vranes good. Danny Vranes, a left-handed tip from the right side. Traveling call on the Bulls on the inbounds pass. That's their first turnover. Philadelphia gets it as Mike Brown comes in to replace Dave Corzine.
What a tough matchup, Jim. We get a second, I'll talk about it. Barkley is not guarding Oakley.
Sixers have it in play to Andrew Toney. We're inside of a minute, 52 seconds left. Toney on the walk out front. Between the circles, guarded by Jordan, 13 to shoot. Toney is standing dribble, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Toney makes his move into the lane, turn around, nope, feeds it off to McCormick. He fakes it left of the lane, and a 3-second call. Michael Jordan forced that to happen.
You knew it was going to happen too, Jim. Once they went for that extra pass and the guy faked on the sideline, everybody was caught in the lane. They were all going for the rebound.
So the Bulls a 5-point lead on the ball as Michael Jordan brings it up. Jordan against Toney, gives it up to Sellers off to the right. Brad Sellers guarded loosely by Barkley. Jordan has it in the right corner, 13 to shoot. Michael gets double teamed outside Turner, left side Sellers. Brad fires in and out. Rebound Barkley. Barkley on the dribble through traffic. Ahead to McCormick on the break, and he is fouled by Elston Turner. First foul on Turner and Tim McCormick on the line.
Then McCormick got it. It wasn't ready to go right up with it. Jim Sellers now is being guarded by Barkley. They're taking Barkley outside, and when Oakley has the ball, he's being guarded by Vranes. He's going outside. That gives Barkley a chance to go underneath the basket to rebound all alone without that big body on him. So you got to keep him busy.
Free throw missed by McCormick. Now Sedale Threatt in for Jordan. 12 seconds left. Tim McCormick gets ready with the next one. And that's in. McCormick with 7. Bulls the ball up 4, 8 seconds. Threatt in the front court. Sedale drives in for the right side to the hoop. Lays it up. Barkley a block. No goaltending. Here's Toney from the timeline off the top of the backboard. And after 1 quarter, the Bulls lead is 4. 29-25 on the Bulls network. Well, the Bulls led by as many as 9 in the opening quarter, but now it's a 4-point Chicago lead, 29-25 against the 76ers. Big offensive quarter for Michael Jordan. He had 16 points in that first quarter. 18,122. Sellout crowd number 10 in Chicago Stadium this year. Number 11 due in Friday night when the Celtics come calling. Shooting evened out as the quarter progressed. 58% for the Bulls and even 50 for the Sixers, and Philadelphia out-rebounded the Bulls 15-3.
Oh boy, 15-3.
David Wingate returns for the 76ers and joins Toney at the guard spot. They've got Vranes, Barkley, McCormick up front. Charles Barkley had 7 of their 15 first quarter rebounds. That projects out to a 28 rebound night. Here's Toney coming into the front court against Sedale Threatt. Mike Brown, Oakley, Sellers, Threatt, Turner for the Bulls. Toney right side, bounce pass down low right to Barkley. Turnaround jumper, bank, no. Rebound battle, Oakley lost it out of bounds. Sixers keep it. Charles Oakley had inside position on Charles Barkley.
Barkley still got his hand out it over the top to keep it alive, and then Charles couldn't quite capture it.
Usually whatever Charles gets his hand on, he hangs on to. Sixers have it in play. Toney holds it wide right. Barkley has it right in the lane. Wheels into Oakley. Forced the shot. Offensive foul. Charles Barkley. Second foul on Barkley.
Oh, he held his nose as he walked by Blaine Reichelt.
You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to show up the official.
Reichelt didn't see it.
Here's Sedale Threatt off to the left. Turner has it between the circles. Right side Sellers. Fakes on Barkley. Gives it up to Threatt. Left to the key. Left corner Elston Turner. Low left Mike Brown. Turnaround shot miss. Tipped in by Sellers. Grant Sellers floated to the offensive hoop and scored.
That's because Danny Vranes had his hands full with Charles Oakley at great position. He had to come over and move him out of there.
Andrew Toney, left side David Wingate. Turner slides through to cover him. Back outside is Toney, top of the key. Down low left they play it to Barkley. The shot won't go. The rebound, Charles Oakley.
Grabbed the rim.
He gives it up to Sedale Threatt. Sedale Threatt front court to the right. Out front Sellers. Sellers left on Barkley. Lead in jumper. No. Rebound McCormick. Outlets to Wingate. Sixers on the break. Wingate down the lane for the right side. Flip shot. No. Tipped in by Barkley.
It's a rebound and a basket by Barkley.
6 points for him in the game.
8 rebounds.
31-27. Bulls in front. Threatt walks it up. Sedale Threatt, top of the circle, on the move, foul line, comes up shooting, rimming, no. Barkley the rebound, or McCormick clears it. Out to Toney. Toney into the front court. Sixers owning the backboards. Here's Toney off to the left against Turner. Down low left is McCormick. McCormick backs on Mike Brown across the lane, had it dug out by Sellers. It's picked up by Threatt. Sedale Threatt on the move, feeds Turner right baseline. Underneath Mike Brown, he pivots underneath, and a foul called on Danny Vranes. His first. Out of bounds on the side. Gene Banks returns for the Bulls, replacing Oakley. Hinson in for McCormick for Philadelphia. Brad Sellers inbounding to Threatt. Sedale Threatt between the circles, turns on the dribble. Right side Elston Turner, open 15-footer, in and out. Taken down by Hinson. Boy, some good shots not going down now for the Bulls. Vranes to the hoop, scoops it in. He drove in from the left side, Danny Vranes with 4. It's a 2-point Chicago lead, and Doug Collins takes it 20 with 9:28 left to go in the half. 31-29 is the score. And the Bulls, the top rebounding club in the NBA on the defensive boards, but not in this game.
Boy, this club, 76ers, you mentioned, Jim, they're short-handed. So what has been done is Barkley has gone out and said, I'll try to get every rebound I can. Now they get a quality game out of Tim McCormick. Hinson and Danny Vranes comes off the bench and gets a couple of hoops, taking the ball hard to the basket. You got 9 seconds to get across.
The 10-second line, yep. Wanted to make sure they were aware of the clock situation. The shot clock at 23, the big one at 9:28 from three-quarter court. Sedale Threatt brings it up. Right side is Banks. Banks holding on Vranes. Out front, Mike Brown between the circles. On the left wing is Sedale Threatt, 10 to shoot. Threatt gives to Sellers, left of the lane against Barkley. Sellers double teamed, out of Threatt. Sedale down the lane off to Turner. 3 on the clock. ET's 15-footer, no good out front. Danny Vranes the rebound. Sixers come down looking to tie. Charles Barkley into the front court. Barkley right of the lane, dumps it out to Andrew Toney. Toney calls a play, standing dribble top of the circle against Turner. Right side Wingate goes baseline right into Threatt. Offensive foul on David Wingate. That's 3. And looky here, Michael Jordan back to the scorer's table, and Steve Colter comes in for the Sixers. Man, this is the matchup you wanted to create.
That is. 8:51 to go. The Bulls have only scored 2 points in this quarter.
But now they've got Jordan back in the game, and Gukas has Wingate beside him on the bench.
I thought we were really going down the drain. They only scored 20. They only scored 4. 4-2 in this quarter. Low score.
8:51 left. Michael Jordan walks it up, calling a play. It's Jordan, Turner, Banks, Brown, and Sellers. Michael Jordan off to the left. On the drive against Toney. Baseline left, reverse layup is in. Jordan has 18. He ran into bodies around the basket area, but still was able to reverse it in off the glass.
When he came in on the other side, that's right, he was all alone.
Here's Colter off to the left. Colter guarded by Jordan. Steve Colter working into the left corner. On the move, left of the circle. Open shot. Rims it. No. Tip. No. Foul called. Barkley shoots 2. They backed away from Colter, left him an opening, and Gene Banks fouled Barkley on the tip. Loose ball foul, they
That's
say.
his 3rd. Barkley had just a hand on it. He was being pushed out.
Here comes Charles Oakley back into the game. Gene Banks is out, so now they match up, Oakley and Barkley.
Well, at least on this end.
Sixers have it in play. Colter with it, top of the circle. Danny Vranes coming left, has picked it up. Hinson guarded by Mike Brown in the left corner. Back out to Toney on the drive down the lane. Scoop shot, no foul called. Andrew Toney shoots 2. Mike Brown picks up the foul.
Second team foul, John Paxson for Elston Turner.
ET out as John Paxson returns with 7:58 left in the half. Andrew Toney has hit both free throw attempts so far. 4 points in the game. Hits the free throw here.
Michael missed 64 games with the foot injury. This guy has been in, out, in, out, in, out, hasn't he, with feet trouble?
Yep. This year, last year, year before.
Yeah.
He hits both free throws. The Sixers are within 2. 7:55 left in the half. Michael Jordan gives to John Paxson out between the circles. Paxson dances left against Steve Colter. Wide left Jordan. Michael in the drive to the hoop. Scoop shot is in. Jordan slashing in from the left side. He's got 20. The Bulls keep the 4-point lead. Got to get some other offense, though.
Or a rebound now and then.
Here's Colter, top of the circle. Left corner, Andrew Toney. Fakes on Jordan. Toney off to the left. Shot clock at 10. Toney underneath to Barkley. Rumbles in and lays it in. Barkley a pivot around Oakley, and then he scored. He's got 8.
He just came right across the lane from the weak side, Jim, and posted up. Came right in and got his position.
John Paxson in the Bulls front court. Colter backs away from him. Paxson on the walk to the right. Out front, Brad Sellers. On the left wing is Charles Oakley. He shoots the long one. No. Tipped. Sellers missed. Taken down by Hinson. Sixers down looking to tie. Steve Colter right of the lane. Andrew Toney's 3-point shot. Rimming no. Rebound. Mike Brown. John Paxson in the front court. Left corner Jordan. Michael Jordan left of the lane. Wheels into the lane. 10-foot shot. Rims it. Rebound Barkley. Oakley knocked down. No call. Charles Barkley rumbles in for the left, and Mike Brown chases him out. Andrew Toney holding wide left. Backdoor Vranes. He laid it in. A quick hitting play, and the Sixers have tied the game. Doug Collins takes time with 6:28 left to go in the half. 35 all on the Bulls Basketball Network. Drew Hayes, remember, weekday mornings on the new WMAQ from 5 to 10 a.m. He's got interesting guests, conversation, and all the information you need to get through the day. Sixers and Bulls are tied at 35, 6:28 left in the half. Charles Barkley has out-rebounded the Bulls 10-7.
They have 23 in the game, 23-7. They've out-rebounded the Bulls, and Philly has got 20 points underneath the basket. Chicago has 10 underneath the basket.
Mike Brown out. Dave Corzine back. Brad Sellers, Charles Oakley, Michael Jordan, and John Paxson rounded out.
McNamara
is in for the Sixers. Mark McNamara at 6'11". Michael Jordan down the lane, left side, jammed it with the right hand. 22 for Jordan. That was Air Jordan non-stop from roughly the broken circle on in.
Oh, man. I don't know how he could take up on such a short runway.
Oh, man.
Get that high.
You talk about touch and goes, right? Here's Barkley with a three-pointer up, no good out front. Corzine the rebound. Outlets to Paxson. Paxson in the front court. Plays it into Oakley, low left against Hinson. Charles Oakley feeds it out to Brad Sellers. Shot clock at 12. Wide left is Paxson. Dave Corzine right of the circle. Shot clock at 8. Brad Sellers low right turnaround shot. Banked it in. He hit the shot around Oakley or Barkley. 39-35. Bulls up 4. Sixers in the front court. Outside left, Danny Vranes. Jordan guards him. Vranes gives it up to McNamara out between the circles. Shot clock at 11. Left side is Barkley against Sellers. 6 to shoot. Low left, Vranes backs on Jordan. Turnaround shot. Rimming, no. Tip missed. Brad Sellers the rebound. Off to Jordan, and Michael Jordan walks it up. 2 defensive rebounds for the Bulls the last 2 trips. Michael Jordan against Danny Vranes. Stutter step drive. Kicks to Paxson. Right side jumper by Pax. Good. 2-pointer by Pax from way off to the right, and it's 41-35. And Matt Gukas takes time. Timeout 76ers. 4:53 left in the half. The Bulls 41. Philadelphia 35. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network.
Out in Sacramento, he moved to this one and hasn't affected his takeout. Maybe he gets up quicker that way.
Sunday, the Bulls are home with the Knicks. It's an afternoon game. Remember, 1 o'clock at WMAQ, and Sports Vision presents the Chicken. And on Tuesday, the Washington Bullets are here. Tickets for Bulls games available at the stadium box office, all Ticketron locations, or charged by phone. Call 853-3636. 6 in a row by the Bulls. They lead at 41-35. It's Corzine, Oakley, Sellers, Jordan, and Paxson.
I like the way they did it, too. They got Michael on a slam. They got Sellers on a little bit of a post-up. And Pax, when Michael got double-teamed, hit the open J from the side.
Sixers have it in play. Steve Colter outside, guarded by Paxson. Colter a standing dribble between the circles. Colter comes left, 12 on the shot clock. Down low left, he plays it to Hinson. Back to Colter, left of the circle. Right side, Toney. Long outside jumper, missed. Paxson the rebound. Here comes Paxson, the drive into the front court. Takes it all the way down right of the lane, picks it up, shoots a 5-footer himself, missed it. Brad Sellers takes it out to the right. Good play by Brad Sellers. The Bulls get another crack here.
That was almost too close for Pax.
Here is Oakley, outside left, gives it to Corzine, top of the circle, 12 on the clock. Corzine comes left to Michael Jordan. Down low left is Oakley against Hinson, 8 on the clock. Charles wheels baseline, traveling called on Charles Oakley. 76ers have it with 4:12 left. Atlanta leading Washington by 7 in the third. A victory tonight would put the Bulls very close to Washington. Here's Barkley holding it left of the circle. Down low left is Hinson. Turnaround jumper. Good. Roy Hinson hits the shot baseline left. 4-point Bulls lead this trip. Jordan feeds it to Oakley off to the right. Corzine has it top of the key against McNamara.
Oh, gee.
Off the ball, we get a foul called on Charles Oakley.
Oh, man.
And
Charles just ran in and gave a shot to Andrew Toney. Double barrel. Wow. I can feel that over here. Oh, boy. He ran down to set the screen and just both-handed blasted him.
Now Barkley controls it for the Sixers. Plays it into Hinson low left. Hinson shoots on Oakley. Around and out. Rebound. Barkley back up. Got the shot blocked. The foul call. Charles Barkley with the offensive rebound, and he drew the foul inside on Brad Sellers.
And another side, the guy is constantly working. Boy, if you're guarding the league's leading rebound,
Tuesday, the Washington Bullets are here. Tickets for Bulls games available at the stadium box office, all Ticketron locations, or charged by phone call 853-3636. 6 in a row by the Bulls. They lead at 41-35. It's Corzine, Oakley, Sellers, Jordan, and Paxson.
I like the way they did it too. They got Michael on a slam. They got Sellers on a little bit of a post up, and Pax, when Michael got double teamed, hit the open J from the side.
Sixers have it in play. Steve Colter outside, guarded by Paxson. Colter a standing dribble between the circles. Colter comes left, 12 on the shot clock. Down low left, he plays it to Hinson. Back to Colter, left of the circle. Right side, Toney. Long outside jumper, missed. Paxson the rebound. Here comes Paxson, the drive into the front court. Takes it all the way down right of the lane, picks it up, shoots a 5-footer himself, missed it. Brad Sellers takes it out to the right. Good play by Brad Sellers. The Bulls get another crack here.
That was almost too close for Pax.
Here is Oakley, outside left, gives it to Corzine, top of the circle, 12 on the clock. Corzine comes left to Michael Jordan. Down low left is Oakley against Hinson, 8 on the clock. Charles wheels baseline, traveling called on Charles Oakley. 76ers have it with 4:12 left. Atlanta leading Washington by 7 in the third. A victory tonight would put the Bulls very close to Washington. Here's Barkley holding it left of the circle. Down low left is Hinson. Turnaround jumper. Good. Roy Hinson hits the shot baseline left. 4-point Bulls lead this trip. Jordan feeds it to Oakley off to the right. Corzine has it top of the key against McNamara.
Oh, gee.
Off the ball, we get a foul called on Charles Oakley.
Oh, man.
And
Charles just ran in and gave a shot to Andrew Toney. Double barrel. Wow. I can feel that over here. Oh, boy. He ran down and set the screen and just both-handed blasted him.
Now Barkley controls it for the Sixers, plays it into Hinson low left. Hinson shoots on Oakley, around and out. Rebound, Barkley back up, got the shot blocked, the foul call. Charles Barkley with the offensive rebound, and he drew the foul inside on Brad Sellers.
And another side, the guy is constantly working. Boy, if you're guarding the league's leading rebounder and you know he can get 25 on any other night, the ball is on the other side of the court, I best say you better get in his way between him and the basket.
His free throw is good. 9 points for Barkley. He shoots to bring his club within 2. Mike Brown has come on for the Bulls,
Funny
replacing Oakley.
How the nickname, their large mound of rebound, and all those names that they put on him have disappeared.
Yeah.
And they're talking MVP for him and all-star team and everything else.
10 points as he hits the second free throw. 41-39. Bulls the lead in the ball. Paxson open, fakes, drives in for the right side, gets fouled by Barkley. Hey! Barkley clobbered him, no call. And now Toney back for Philadelphia. Andrew Toney off to the right. Plays the ball to Barkley, wide right. Barkley against Sellers. Outside Toney, a three-point shot, good. Philadelphia has
I knew
the
he was
lead.
waiting for him. He's waiting for him the whole way down the court.
Called on
Paxson.
John Paxson.
He waited till he hit the three-point shot. He waited till he hit. That's not a collision. That's not a collision. And then Mike Mathis, as Paxson said something going on the court, he waited until he hit the three-point shot, and then he called a technical on Paxson.
And Colter hits the free throw. Boy, oh boy, Barkley really banged into him.
We talk about how Jess Kersey tries to control the game and get the players from doing that. Here's a guy that just waited till he got down there. 4-point play.
Yeah, the Sixers have scored 8 in a row and lead it by 2. Here's Paxson on the walk to the right. Corzine has it top of the circle. Outside left is Brad Sellers. Sellers against Barkley. Shoots the long one. Good. Brad Sellers cans it on the left wing to tie the game. 2:45 remaining. Looks like Charles Barkley has open season tonight. Steve Colter right side. Here's a lob overthrown. It's off the glass. Corzine grabs it. Ahead to Paxson. Up court to Jordan. Michael in the drive. In for the left. Lays it up. No. Philadelphia the rebound. Traveling. Hinson and McNamara fought each other for the ball. That's not a good call either. And here's why. They weren't taking advantage of anybody.
Yep.
It was almost like he was trying to make it up. And now Sellers inbounds to Paxson. Mike Brown has it top of the circle. Left side, Michael Jordan. Left corner shot by Michael. Missed. Cleared by Barkley. Barkley rumbles out on the drive. Bounce pass ahead to Colter. Inside, pumps it off to McNamara. His layup is missed. Tip missed. Mike Brown the rebound ahead to Jordan. And Michael Jordan got fouled by Steve Colter right at the 10-second line. First foul on Steve Colter. That's only the second team foul. The Bulls will inbound it.
Second team foul.
Tim McCormick coming back.
They bought some time for Mark McNamara.
Yep.
Put on his camouflage outfit and stole a few minutes in there.
Brad Sellers looks to bring it in. He comes in to Jordan. John Paxson has it out between the circles, dribbling left against Colter. Paxson turning on the dribble outside left, 15 to shoot. Left side, Jordan, low left, fakes, shoots a shot, had it blocked, foul on Toney. The block was made by Hinson, but Toney fouled him from in front. That's the second foul on Andrew Toney. Michael Jordan shoots two. Michael Jordan's free throw is good. He's got 23 points in the game. The Bulls lead by 1. His free throw percentage is up to 86% coming in. 66 out of his last 70. He is 6 out of 7 tonight as he drops that one in. 24 points. Tim McCormick has it left of the circle. Down low left is Roy Hinson. Hinson gets double teamed. Cross court to Andrew Toney. Open shot on the way. Good. He's a guy you don't like to leave open, right?
Yeah, but it's Michael's man. He's just going to spot up if Michael leaves him.
He's got 8 points in the game. It's tied at 45. Mike Brown at the foul line. Right side, Jordan. Jordan against Toney. He's double teamed. Out to Paxson. Left side, Sellers. Brad Travel trying to make a drive on Barkley.
I mean, you're all alone. There's nobody out there. Do you put it? Oh.
Sixers have a chance to regain the lead. Steve Colter in the front court. McCormick has it left of the circle. Hinson with the ball left baseline. Hinson on the dribble across the lane. Lost the ball. Paxson the steal. Paxson the drive against Toney to the hoop. He scooped it in with the left hand. 9 points for Paxson. The Bulls lead by 2. Andrew Toney up court for Philadelphia. On the walk off to the left. Toney against Jordan. Toney works around a McCormick screen. Feeds to McCormick on the rollout. He laid it in. Tim McCormick has 9.
Bulls just. A pick and roll is just made to order. You say pick and roll and you see the picture of the Bulls next to it. Run it against them.
47 all. Shot clock at 20. Jordan has it right side. Michael right of the lane. Dumps it off to Corzine. Open 15-footer missed. Tim McCormick the rebound. Sixers have a chance to get the lead. 32 seconds left in the half. Andrew Toney shoots a three-pointer from the left. Rebound Corzine. 27 seconds left. Up court to Paxson.
They wanted to get a differential in that, I think, with him taking that long, quick shot.
Yep, they've got it. 15, about 2 difference. Shot clock at 12 now. John Paxson, a standing dribble out between the circles against Colter. Paxson comes left corner to Jordan. Michael stops, pulls up, fires under pressure. Had it blocked, gets it back, lays it in, left baseline. Michael Jordan with 26, 3 seconds left. Watch him. Here's the inbounds pass to McCormick, knocked away. McCormick shoots a three-pointer out front, short. And after 1 half, the Bulls' lead is 2. It's been a struggle against an undermanned Sixer team. 49-47, the halftime score. We'll be back and recap after these messages on the Bulls Network. In the second quarter tonight, the Sixers outscored the Bulls 22-20, and thus the Chicago lead trimmed to 2 at halftime. 49-47. You know, we watched the Bulls on this last road trip, John, lose some close games. The problem, yes, is maybe they've had trouble executing down the stretch in close games, but the other problem is getting involved in close games. In other words, if you take care of business earlier on in the evening, it may not be close at the end.
That's right, and this second quarter was a tough one for either team to put points on the board. And sometimes you get a team shorthanded like that. I don't know if you're better off to slow it down and play your regular tempo, or to say, hey, let's try in this second quarter to up tempo. Let's try to run everything we've got. Let's try to get him in a running game, maybe get him a little tired, get him in some foul trouble, and see what happens there.
Now the 76ers have taken advantage of the Bulls on the backboards in this game. They've out-rebounded the Bulls 29-15, and that's why they've been able to stay in the ball game, trailing by only 2. The Bulls haven't gotten on the defensive boards or the offensive boards so far.
No, they haven't, and Michael has carried the mail for them pretty much. Whenever they've broken down, he's the guy that has come to the fore and been able to ring up the points for him. But they've got to stay on the boards. They have to be able to stop that little pick and roll situation where McCormick stands out there, sets a little screen, the guard goes by him, and they give him the bounce pass. He takes 2 dribbles, lays the ball in the hole. It's not supposed to work that way.
Charles Barkley, who usually is a tough hombre, has been one in this first half.
And I would expect he will be in the second half, too.
And hopefully Charles Oakley will respond to the second half play and bring his game to life. At the half, the Bulls lead the Sixers by 2, 49-47. We'll be back with the NBA Journal after these messages on the Bulls Network. Our first NBA Journal of the week, we look back to last week to find out who the NBA Player of the Week was. It was Magic Johnson of the Lakers. He had an outstanding week. He averaged just under 27 points per game, just under 16.5 assists per game, and just under 10 rebounds a game. He had 2 triple-doubles. Magic almost averaged a triple-double last week in becoming the Player of the Week. He edged out the Boston Celtics' Larry Bird. When you're talking MVP, you're talking about Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, players of that caliber. But you know, the NBA also gives out the Pivotal Player Award, and that's an award based on a complicated formula by which you add up a team's total points, and then you subtract the player's field goals, add his rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, and subtract his personal fouls and turnovers. When you do that, you find out that Charles Barkley leads the league with a 75 rating, a little better than 75. Buck Williams is at 72. Michael Cage of the Los Angeles Clippers is about 70.5. Sleepy Floyd of Golden State at 70.03. And then Magic Johnson at 68.5. He's 5th in the league in the pivotal player category. Michael Jordan of the Bulls is 6th at 65.64. And then it's Hakeem Olajuwon and Fat Lever tied for 7th. Kevin McHale of the Celtics at 61.97, and Moses Malone is 10th at 61.02. Michael Jordan won this award, you'll recall, his rookie year. That's the NBA Journal tonight. The Bulls and the Sixers here in Chicago Stadium tonight in an important game in the Eastern Conference. And we'll be back and have more at halftime after we stop for these messages on the Bulls Network. Bulls in front of the Sixers at halftime, 49-47. And in the first half of tonight's game, this sellout crowd of 18,122, they had a lot of highlights to look at.
Oh, boy, they had highlights before the game in Dr. J. But once the half started, we see Michael Jordan bringing the ball up, making a move, getting picked up by some red shirts, and all of a sudden, wham, where did he come from? Gene Banks out of nowhere gets a pass from Michael Jordan and slammed it up. 9-4 at the time, and then Michael drove in, went past everybody else, and showed it to him on the front side, put it up off the glass on a reverse. And of course, what would Air Jordan be if he didn't take off and just put a sonic boom here? Hey, if you didn't see that one, let's take another look at that. Come back with the second angle on that shot. Michael Jordan getting ready to take off. There he goes. He's up over. He's clean over O'Hare. Yes, he slams, and it's good. Now, Johnny Paxson, his running mate on the other end, made a pretty good play here as the ball bounced off of Hinson's foot. Pax took it down, and he's being chased right now by Andrew Toney. Toney comes behind him on the right side, but Pax fakes him out, goes up with the left over the basket, knocks it in. Final seconds are going. Michael took a shot. McCormick didn't block him off. He went right inside, caught the ball, laid it off the glass and in, and that's your 2-point difference in this game, Jim.
And in the first half, the Sixers were led by Charles Barkley and Andrew Toney. Toney with 11 points in the first half. Barkley with 10. McCormick 9. Michael Jordan is 26, leading the Bulls in scoring in the first half of tonight's game. So This is not going to be an easy one if the Bulls are to pull it out.
No, that's right. A slow-down game you would think would fit right into the hands of the Sixers just by being short. They are not going to get in that much foul trouble, and they don't expend themselves that much. But they did do a pretty good job of getting Wingate in it right away, Jim. One more foul and put him down pretty good for tonight.
And the Sixers, of course, without much depth tonight with all the injury problems that they have up and down their lineup. I tell you, when you take Maurice Cheeks out of the lineup, of course, Julius Erving's been out for a while. They've had some other injury problems this year, too. The Bulls, I know, are kicking themselves the last time they were in Philadelphia that they didn't take advantage of a situation, and hopefully they won't be kicking themselves for not taking advantage tonight.
Absolutely. This is one we want to pick up.
The Bulls here tonight, back home after their 6-game road trip, and they're looking for a win. They need it to go over 500. We'll be back with third quarter action after these messages on the Bulls Network. In the first half tonight, the Bulls shot better from the field than the Sixers, turned the ball over 7 less times than the Sixers, and yet lead by only 2. 48% shooting for the Bulls, 20 of 42. Philadelphia 43%, 18 of 42. Free throwing very close, but the rebounds, that's the difference. Officially, the Sixers have out-rebounded the Bulls 28-14 in the first half of this game, even though Philadelphia has turned it over 11 times to 4 for the Bulls.
10 offensive rebounds out of the 28. Oh, man.
And while this game is going on in Chicago Stadium tonight, elsewhere, Boston a big winner over Cleveland, a winner by a big score, 111-88. Dallas trying to win again, leading New Jersey 115-104. Atlanta leads Washington in the third, 67-61. Halftime, Milwaukee 78, New York 57. And in the second quarter, Houston leads San Antonio by 1, 55-54. Philadelphia out, ready to go. Let's pause before we go to the third quarter. Let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Basketball Network. '76ers work at the length of the floor. Steve Colter comes into the front court. Colter against Paxson, off to the right. Colter picks it up into Barkley, low right, double teamed out to Colter, 18-footer, rimming no, and Charles Oakley claims the rebound for the Bulls. Ahead to Jordan. That's the third rebound of the game for Charles Oakley. John Paxson in the Bulls front court, outside left. Paxson on the drive, backs into the corner, shot clock at 10. Underneath is Oakley. Charles a fake inside, got the shot blocked. Barkley clears it. 76ers come back. Steve Colter into the front court. Colter off to the right side, on the move, spins on Paxson, goes baseline right, nearly dribbled it out of bounds. Colter turns, shoots on Paxson low right, and hits it. Colter has 9. The game tied at 49. Paxson controls for the Bulls out to the left. Low left is Oakley. Charles takes it out against Hinson, cross court to Gene Banks. Right corner, Jordan. Michael against Wingate. 8 to shoot. Jordan's pull-up shot around and out. Rebound, Barkley. Sixers on the run. Charles Barkley brings it up and dribbled it off the foot of Charles Oakley out of bounds, but it went off Barkley last, so the Bulls have it.
Boy, he gets that full head of steam. He gets over half court so quickly, and then you're trying to figure out what to do, and all of a sudden he's starting to herky-jerk at you.
49 all with 10:38 left in the third, and John Paxson in the Bulls front court off to the left. Paxson guarded by Colter. Gives to Banks, top of the circle. Back left is Paxson. Banks has it right side. Right baseline, Jordan. Michael to the hoop. Reverse layup is in with the left hand. 28 for Jordan. The Bulls lead by 2. Steve Colter leans over the dribble between the circles. Right side, Wingate. Wingate with 10 to shoot. On the move against Jordan in the lane. Gets the shot up under pressure and hits it. David Wingate with his first 2 points of the night. 51 all. John Paxson right side of the Bulls front court. Paxson hook pass into Oakley, low right. He backs on Hinson. Gets underneath, missed the layup. Corzine the rebound. Off to Jordan. Michael down the lane, jammed it. Michael Jordan with 30. A power dunk in traffic.
They've gone in and now Oakley 4 times. They've got nothing out of his low post.
53-51, Bulls by 2, Sixers in the front court. David Wingate holding it wide right, over the top pass stolen by Jordan. They tried to go to Hinson. Michael Jordan pushes it back on the dribble. Peels off to the left side against David Wingate. Jordan dumps it into Oakley, low left. Return, nope. Oakley dribbles out instead, shoots out of the corner, missed the shot, and Barkley the rebound. The give and go was in order there. Michael Jordan has 5 steals in the night. Here's Colter playing it in low right to McCormick. Turnaround shot missed. Michael Jordan knifes his way to the rebound. Jordan takes it back into the front court for the Bulls. Behind the back dribble off to the right. Works top of the circle. Feeds it to Banks wide right. Banks holding. Now he plays it down low right to Oakley. Charles surrounded. Back out to Corzine. 8 to shoot. Corzine right in the circle. Left side is Banks. Outside jumper by Banks. In and out. Taken down by Barkley. Sixers again have a chance to tie. Steve Colter, right side, standing dribble against Paxson. Roy Hinson, baseline right, comes up shooting. Good. Game tied. Hinson with 6. Paxson in the Bulls front court. Michael Jordan, top of the circle, 15 to shoot. Out to the left is Paxson, low left is Banks. Banks against Barkley, back out to Corzine, right side Oakley, right corner Jordan, 8 to shoot. Michael shoots out of the corner, good. Michael Jordan with 32. And I'm sorry, folks, ain't nobody else putting the ball in. He's got to have it every time down. Here's Colter, right side, works to the right baseline. Slides inside, reverse layup is in. Steve Colter got free as everybody backed away from him. I didn't understand the thinking on the defensive alignment that time. Paxson forced him baseline, at which point Corzine backed away. 55 all. Oakley has it off to the right. Oakley hands it to Corzine wide right. Shot clock at 8. Corzine underneath to Banks. He lays it up, no good, then tips in his miss. Gene Banks with 8. The Bulls in front by 2. Steve Colter straight up dribble right of the circle against Paxson. Left side David Wingate. He shoots out of the corner. Good. Wingate with 4 in this quarter. The game tied at 57. The Bulls unable to pull away from this crippled Philadelphia team. Michael Jordan controlling on the drive in for the left side. Lays it in with a left hand. Jordan's got 34. 59-57. Michael Jordan with 8 of the 10 Chicago points in this quarter. David Wingate right side on the walk against Jordan. Wingate open, shoots the 20-footer. And Charles Oakley the rebound ahead to Jordan. Michael lets the traffic fly by and then walks it up. They double on Jordan. Left corner is Banks. Cross court Paxson. Low right Jordan. Michael in deep. Reverse layup. Block. Ball to Banks. Follow up hook. Good. Gene Banks with 10. Bulls by 4. Colter controls for the Sixers between the circles, guarded by Paxson. Right side Wingate. Wingate against Jordan. Barkley low right against Banks. He rumbles in. Pull-up shot. Rebound to the floor. Dug out by Oakley. Lost it out of bounds. Timeout Bulls. 5:51 left in the third quarter. It's a 4-point Chicago lead. 61-57 on the Bulls Basketball Network. You can catch all White Sox baseball action all summer long on 67 WMAQ. It's a 4-point Bulls lead, 61-57. 5:51 left to go in the third quarter. So far, Bulls 6 out of 13 from the field in this quarter, but Philadelphia 5 of 9. Charles Barkley has 14 rebounds already in the game. Has all 4 of their rebounds in this third quarter.
He has got just live legs, you know. I mean, as big as he is, he's just power legs.
He will make the inbounds pass. Baseline left. He Comes in left corner to Wingate, who slides to the hoop, then a pass to Barkley, tipped out of bounds by Banks. And so the Sixers will trigger right baseline this time, 21 on the shot clock. Charles Barkley looks to bring it in. He comes into Colter off to the right. Colter against Paxson at the top of the circle. Colter works it right side. Paxson slides through. Colter shoots under pressure. Good, right of the lane.
Where was this guy earlier in the season?
He's got 13 points in the game, 6 in this quarter. And I mean, he's hitting shots with a defensive man draped on him. John Paxson has it. Starts it with Oakley right side, 12 to shoot. Charles in the dribble, left side Jordan. Michaels outside jumper, good. 36 for Jordan. Bulls by 4. .5:12 left in the third. Steve Colter against Paxson. Works it right around a McCormick screen. Shoots again under pressure. Missed that one. And Michael Jordan the rebound. Jordan into the front court. Michael down the lane. Right side. Kicks for Oakley in the corner. Charles fires. No. Rebound. Loose ball foul. It's against the Bulls. Gene Banks with his 4th. Doug Collins has a decision to make, and he gets Brad Sellers up. 4:55 left in the third quarter. Philadelphia again with a chance to cut it to 2. The Bulls unable to put any distance between themselves and this crippled Sixer team. Colter right of the circle. Plays it low right to Hinson. Hinson shoots on Oakley. Rebound Jordan. Michael Jordan comes into the front court. Jordan on the move right of the lane. Had it knocked away. Jordan got it back. No. They called double dribble, but they hit the ball. Hey, Mike Mathis, you saw it. Oh, Mike Mathis, you got to overrule that call. He doesn't, and Philadelphia gets the ball. Jordan came across. The reach in by Colter to knock it loose. Then Michael got it back, and they ruled he double dribbled. Here's Colter in the front court. Left side, they swing it to Barkley, left of the lane. Barkley, baseline left, underneath to McCormick. He lays it in. Easy one. McCormick with 11. Sixers stay within 2. Here's Jordan coming into the front court. Jordan right side, standing dribble. Michael right of the lane, had it knocked away from him, and now a foul call. Wingate, Steve Colter. 2 fouls on Colter. First foul of the Sixers in the third. Corzine out, Mike Brown in. Bulls have it in play. John Paxson coming left against Steve Colter. To Jordan down the lane left side, and Michael draws the offensive foul. Jordan into McCormick.
He got hit.
Some offensive foul. Here's Barkley left of the lane against Sellers. Underneath McCormick for the dunk. Game is tied at 63.
McCormick is having a field day.
Paxson in the Bulls front court. Paxson right side of the dribble. Takes it out between the circles. Angles left against Colter. Shot clock at 10. Brad Sellers top of the key. Right corner Oakley. Charles with 6 to shoot. Lobs into Mike Brown. Low right. Fadeaway jumper. Barkley the rebound. Philly up looking to get the lead. In the front court is Colter. Looking back to Matt Gukas for a play. McCormick left of the circle. Gives it to Barkley. Outside left against Sellers. Barkley fakes on Sellers. Traveling called on Barkley. There is no rhythm to this game whatsoever. Timeout taken. 20-second timeout taken by the Bulls. 3:01 left in the third quarter. It's tied at 63. The Bulls' inability, for whatever reason, to pull away from the Sixers is costing them dearly. Monday nights at 7, remember, the Sports Writers on TV on Sports Vision. It's 3:01 left. Game tied at 63. Gene Banks and Michael Jordan have all the Chicago points in the third quarter. Jordan has 36 of their 63. John Paxson brings it up against Steve Colter. Wide right, Brad Sellers. Paxson has it back off to the right against Colter. Shoots the outside jumper, missed it. Rebound tipped away to Barkley. Barkley brings it into the front court. Barkley right side has stopped the dribble against Sellers. Plays it into Hinson, low right against Mike Brown. Hinson turnaround jumper. Rimming, no. Tipped in by David Wingate. Wingate on the tip in. Philadelphia leads it 65-63, and they are killing the Bulls on the backboards. Michael Jordan on the dribble out front. Gives it up to Brad Sellers to the right. Jordan has it back. Jordan with 9 on the clock. Drives the right baseline. Missed the layup. Drew the foul. He'll shoot 2. After this Philadelphia timeout, the foul is on Tim McCormick, only his first, and only the second team foul on the 76ers in this quarter. 2:12 left to go, 65-63. Philadelphia leads it on the Bulls network. Philadelphia by 2 with 2:12 left to go in the third quarter tonight. The Dallas Mavericks made it 6 straight. Turning back the New Jersey Nets 119-107. The Bulls have Sadeo Threatt in the game, replacing Paxson. Brad Sellers, Mike Brown, Charles Oakley, and Michael Jordan on the free throw line. Philadelphia with Barkley, Colter, McCormick, Wingate, and Hinson. Jordan hits the first free throw. He's got 37 points in the game. 7 of 8 from the foul line. Michael pushes, good. The game is tied at 65. Sixers in the front court. Barkley has it off to the right against Brad Sellers. Low right, Hinson against Oakley. Hinson backs in, back outside, he plays to Wingate. Wingate leans in, dumps the ball off underneath to McCormick. The shot's blocked, ball loose. Barkley gets it 6 to shoot. Barkley's pump shot is missed. Charles Oakley, the rebound for the Bulls. Give it up, Charles. And he does to Brad Sellers, or to Sadeo Threatt. Minute 43 left. Threatt controls in the front court. A hoop puts the Bulls in front. Threatt between the rings, right side. Sellers open, 20-footer, good, no basket. Got a foul called against the Bulls. Mike Brown, his second.
Now Barkley's saying he hit me on that shot when I went in for the lay-in. He is really taking him over the coals. The shot was hit outside by Sellers, but it's NG as Brown negates it with a foul.
Sixers a chance to recapture the lead. Colter right of the circle against Sadeo Threatt. Hinson wheels, shoots on Oakley. No good, low right. McCormick shoves Brown away. Lost the rebound to Oakley. A jump ball he called. Mike Mathis called a jump ball. On who?
This is
what 2 players had control of the ball at the same time?
He's going to put McCormick in there. McCormick came down, hit the deck.
Who had control of the ball? McCormick and Oakley. Mike Mathis tosses it up. Nobody tipped it. They'll go up again.
Oh, now Wingate backs up to protect midcourt. Michael Jordan had strolled back again.
And the tip is to the floor. Sadeo Threatt comes out with it. Threatt on the drive, lost it off the dribble, goes to get it on the left wing. Left corner, Brad Sellers. Brad fires, no. Mike Brown, loose ball foul. Mike Brown.
Oh, man. Ben Poquette, that's the call.
76ers the ball in the game, tied at 65. Barkley left against Sellers. Colter out front, Wingate. 3-point shot. Missed it. Charles Oakley, the Bulls rebound. And now McCormick and Mike Brown are squaring off, and now Barkley jumps in, and Oakley wants a piece of Barkley. Oakley wants him bad. They break it up. Mike Brown and McCormick. Charles Oakley has to be held away by Doug Collins, Gene Littles, and John Bach. You knew it had to happen.
You can see the official starting to lose a little bit of what was going on. Then coming down the court, it started between Mike Brown and McCormick.
What's the call?
The Bulls had the ball.
What's the call?
They're going to discuss this. And
no, we wait here. There's no timeout taken. We're going to wait here. It's tied at 65. The referees have to decide what they're going to do.
Mark Feil is taking a walk out to see what the call is here. 65 all, 51 seconds to go in his quarter. Mathis and Blaine Reichel talking it over at center court. They've sent both teams to try to calm them down to their bench. Are both number 13 officials? Can that possibly be? Is there a full moon out tonight? What is going on here?
Now they've asked for Doug Collins and Matt Gukas to come to the scorer's table to decide what they're going to do.
Charles Barkley of the Bulls, the other on Tim McCormick of the Sixers.
Double technical.
McCormick in the
Oakley
first.
and McCormick.
Yeah, McCormick in the first jostle, I guess it was. I don't know if they're done recuing the tape there, if they've got anything. All right, your radio viewers, we're going to get a chance to see what happens running down the court. It showed Brown trying to get to the outside. McCormick put a forearm up at him, so they stop at mid-court. Charles Oakley still in the back, putting the ball in bounds, and now they go after each other.
And there was Barkley, see?
Barkley comes in
came
and
over the
Charles.
side, and now Charles Oakley wants a piece of Barkley, and Barkley wisely backs up behind two of his teammates and peeks over their shoulder.
I'll tell you, if you.
The technical was on Mike Brown, they say now, and McCormick. Double technical on those two.
Excuse me, but if you can run one back again, you'll notice they had their hands up for a three-point call, and the shooter is on the free throw line as Hinson tries to be a peacemaker in this. Excuse me, Jimmy Edge, can you run it back one time? Doug Collins is coming out. Look at his stick out there, boy. He's going after him.
Said Charles, look, stop it. Let's just play. So the Bulls have the ball with 51 seconds left in the quarter. It's been a head-knocking kind of game.
They called for a three-point play on a shot that Wingate was on the line for, Jim. That's where things start.
That didn't go in.
No.
Sellers to inbound it with 22 on the
Here
shot
comes the
clock.
captain. He's calling the captains over now.
Dave Corzine and Barkley. Oh, yeah, no problem. Corzine says, no problem. I'm sitting over here. I'm not out there on the floor, right? Sellers inbounds it to Jordan. Michael Jordan comes into the front court. Jordan off to the left, guarded by Wingate. Brad Sellers out high, pressured by Barkley. A Threatt on the drive in for the left, lays it in. Sedale Threatt scores his first 2 points of the game, and the Bulls take the lead. Threatt looks for Matt Gukas to get a play. Shot clock at 12, the big one at 24. Colter moving left against Threatt, plays it wide left to Wingate. Wingate against Jordan in the lane, lead-in jumper, good. David Wingate, a big shot. 8 points for him all in this quarter. The game tied at 67. Michael Jordan brings it up. 10 seconds, no shot clock. Jordan on the move, down the lane to the left. In traffic, kicks to Sellers, left corner, out to Threatt. Right side, Jordan. Michael's 20-footer, good. 1 second left. And that's it after 3. It's still a 2-point Chicago lead. Don't go away. 69-67. Bulls lead it by 2. We'll be back with a fourth quarter after these messages on the Bulls Network. Celebrity free thrower looks familiar. Where have I seen this man before?
I mean, some guys can't do it when they put their short pants on. He's got his tie on, his cufflinks, and he knocked them in.
Julius Erving hit 8 out of 10. The next Bulls game on Sports Vision Friday at 7 when the Boston Celtics are in. That's their final regular season appearance this year. Plan to be with us on Sports Vision if you can't be here in person. 7 o'clock Friday night. 2-point Bulls lead. Michael Jordan with 40 points in the game after 3 quarters, folks.
He's just about on his average for these guys. He's averaged 43 a game.
4th quarter underway. Michael Jordan walks it up. Jordan, Threatt, Sellers, Poquette, Oakley. Outside left, Brad Sellers. Poquette has it out front. Poquette guarded by McCormick. Sedale Threatt off to the right. Gives to Jordan, foul line. Michael triple team. 6 to shoot. Right corner pass stolen by Barkley. Barkley on the drive. Runs over Threatt. Got a foul call and Sedale Threatt. That's his first. Stopped the fast break. Sedale gave up his body.
Valor was not the better part of discretion that time. He should have just reached in.
Bulls out rebounded the 76ers 10-9 in the 3rd quarter. Here's Toney standing dribble off to the right. Shot clock at 14. Toney plays it into Hinson against Poquette. Hinson backs in and Sedale Threatt took the ball away from him. Sedale Threatt brings it up, feeds Jordan in for the left. Michael to the hoop, reverse layup, no. Tip missed. Ball knocked off to McCormick. 76ers have it, trailing by 2 with 11:10 left in the game. Andrew Toney off to the right, shoots it up right in the circle, bullseye, tie game. Toney's first 2 points in the 2nd half. He's got 13 in the game. Michael Jordan walks into the Bulls front court. Brad Sellers has it off to the left. Oakley with the ball out front against Hinson. Shot clock at 10. Left side is Jordan. Into Sellers low left. Fakes on Barkley. Pumps the shot. Got it blocked. Foul call. Brad Sellers trying to get it back. Charles Barkley is 6'6". Brad Sellers is 7 feet. Charles Barkley snuffed his shot. That just don't figure, does it?
Nope.
Here's Andrew Toney, top of the circle. Right side he plays to McCormick. Back out to Toney. A hoop puts the Sixers in front. McCormick fakes right of the lane. Dumps it off to Hinson. Left corner shot on the way by Wingate is good. David Wingate with 10. Philadelphia leads by 2. Gene Banks ready to come for the Bulls. No pop in their bat, if you will, where the Bulls are concerned tonight. Sedale Threatt, top of the circle. Right side is Oakley. Back to Threatt, off to the left is Poquette. 5 on the clock. Left corner Jordan. Michael's outside jumper, good. 42 for Jordan. Except for Jordan, no offensive spark. Game tied at 71. Toney works left around a McCormick screen. Here's Jordan stealing the ball. Michael Jordan on the drive. Jammed it. For Michael Jordan, the Bulls lead by 2 with 9:28 left. Matt Gukas wants time. 9:27 for the game. Timeout Sixers. Bulls 73, Philadelphia 71. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. Don't forget the Bulls playoff payoff. You place a deposit on 87, 88 season tickets and guarantee your right to purchase tickets for every home game of this year's playoffs. Call 943-5800 for more information on the playoff payoff. Michael Jordan has scored 44 points in the game. Of the 73 the Bulls have put on the scoreboard, and he also has 6 steals tonight.
Sixth steal and a slam.
He single-handedly is literally carrying this team. He's done it before. Wingate, top of the circle. Under pressure, Wingate has the ball back to the left. 8 to shoot. Jordan on him. David Wingate in for the left side. Scoops the ball off. Tipped away. Ball out of bounds. 5 on the clock. The Sixers come in. Baseline right.
Watch him, Barkley throwing it in and trying to muscle his way quickly underneath the basket.
Barkley looks to bring it in. He comes into Colter in the right corner. Colter against Threatt. Turnaround shot. Bank, no. Rebound, loose ball, foul against Philadelphia. It's on Charles Barkley. That's his third. First team foul on the 76ers. 9:07 left.
He got holding his nose again on the call.
I think this time he hurt his nose.
Oh, but he put a choke sign up, too. Oh, man.
Here's Sedale, Threatt, top of the key, turning on the dribble. Gives it up to Poquette, right side. Jordan has it wide right. Shot clock at 10. Michael Jordan on the move, right of the lane, 8 to shoot. Jordan double-teamed, inside pass, tipped away. Jordan gets it back. Barkley a re-steal. Ahead to Wingate. Wingate against Poquette. Flips the shot up, no.
He went out and in.
Traveling. The ball wasn't blocked, and he caught it back under the basket. He was standing out of bounds. That's the call.
Good
and
hustle.
It's a layup game warning against the Sixers.
Good hustle by Poquette just to get back on that play to make him change it from a regular layup. And then he went out of bounds back in. Bulls with 2-point lead.
But offensively, the Bulls are really spinning their wheels tonight. Here's Sedale, Threatt off to the left. Guarded by Colter. 10 on the clock. Threatt gives to Sellers in the left corner. Threatt has it back, 7 to shoot. Banks holding top of the circle. 20-footer Banks right side missed. Rebound Wingate. (73-71). Philadelphia chance to tie. Shot clock at 10. Colter between the circles, a standing dribble. Barkley has it left of the key. 4 on the clock. McCormick low left against Poquette. In the lane. Lead-in shot. Blocked by Poquette. Dug out by Jordan. Here come the Bulls. Michael Jordan up court ahead to Banks. In for the left. Swoop shot. Good. Foul call. Steve Colter with his third foul.
Big play, Jimmy, to start it. McCormick wheels in the middle. Poquette goes up, blocks the shot. And then it's taken over by Jordan. Jordan gets into Banks. Banks takes a swing around the lane. Colter fouls him up off the glass and deuce.
Gene Banks shooting the free throw. Good. The Bulls lead it 76-71. 7:45 remaining. Colter hounded by Threatt and a foul call. Offensive foul. Steve Colter, his fourth. He used the free arm to clear out on Sedale Threatt.
Barkley now coming down his throat again.
Sedale Threatt in the Chicago front court. Walks to the right, gives it up to Jordan. Michael holding wide right. Falls down on the dribble. And a jump ball called as David Wingate tied him up. Jordan hasn't sat down in the second half, remember? He hasn't had a rest yet.
That's the first time he's been down the second half.
That's right. 7:28 remaining. Jordan and Wingate. Wingate at 6'5". Michael listed at 6'6".
Two good jumpers in
Both
there.
of them, yeah. Blaine Reichelt to toss it. Circle violation against two.
34 red, that's Barkley.
Bulls have it.
Charles Barkley.
Sixers on a drought since the 10-15 mark in the game. They've been shut out. The Bulls, though, have established just a 5-point lead. Now the Bulls have it in play. Sedale Threatt between the rings. Right side Jordan, 18-footer. Rimming, no. Loose ball foul. Ben Poquette going for the rebound off the inside. His first. 3 team fouls on the Bulls. Sixers the ball at three-quarter court. Steve Colter brings it up. Charles Oakley at the scorer's table. Colter right side. Takes it baseline right against Threatt. 10 to shoot. Outside right Barkley. He rumbles in on Banks. Reload jumper. Banked it no. He tips his own miss. Nope. Brad Sellers the rebound. He hands to Threatt. Got a foul on Barkley. He reached in on Sellers and picked up his 4th foul. 3-team foul. Charles Oakley is back. Brad Sellers is out. In the Bulls front court, Sedale Threatt on the walk to the left. Threatt with 13 to shoot. Gives it up to Banks on the left wing. Down low left Oakley. Back out to Banks. Oakley has it again. Baseline left. Now to Jordan. Michael down the lane. Had it knocked away. A foul called as Michael Jordan was driving to the inside. Roy Hinson with his second.
They got the ball down to Charles. Charles was able to get it back out to Michael. He drove the lane, and the other 23 this time. Hinson with the foul. I got him for 2. That's the 4th foul on the Sixers.
Michael's got another 40-point string going. Free throw off the back iron. He's sitting on 44 points tonight. That's 4 games of 40 or more. Second one. Yep. 77, 71. 6:34 for the game. Bulls the lead. Sixers in the front court. Barkley holding left on Banks. McCormick top of the circle. Guarded loosely by Oakley. Wingate has it on the left wing. Low left is Barkley. Back out left Colter. 20-footer left of the key. Missed. Rebound to Gene Banks. He hands to Sadeo Threatt. David Wingate guarding Threatt. They've got Colter on Jordan. Right side Gene Banks. 12 to shoot. Oakley has it off to the right against Hinson. 8 on the clock. Right side Jordan. Michael baseline right. Backs into the corner. Double teamed and the ball knocked away from him out of bounds. 5 on the clock. The Bulls will come in. Baseline right. Banks comes to Jordan in the right corner. Michael baseline right. Shoots under pressure. Yes!
Oh, man.
Timeout Sixers. 5:51 remaining. 47 for Michael Jordan. It's 79-71 Chicago. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. Don't forget Fan Appreciation Week coming up. The final 2 home games of the season. Get your tickets for Sunday, April 12th. The Bulls and Indiana Pacers tip off at 1. Also, the Dairy Nutrition Council presents Polaroid Picture Day from 11 to 11:30. The first 500 kids will receive a picture of themselves with a Bulls player. The second Fan Appreciation date and final home game Thursday, April 16th. The Atlanta Hawks are in. Budweiser Fan Appreciation Week in the stadium. 5:51 remaining. The Bulls have opened up an 8-point lead. They've outscored the Sixers by 6 so far in this 4th quarter.
Couple bounces of the ball in that road trip, Jim, and we may be battling the Sixers tonight for also possession in the conference.
That's it. Bulls have outscored Philadelphia 10-4 so far in this 4th quarter. Charles Barkley against Banks. Outside left Colter. Left corner David Wingate shoots on 3. Blocked by Threatt. Ball loose to Jordan. Bulls on the break. Michael Jordan brings it down. Works it off left of the lane and takes it back outside. Didn't force it. Hands the ball to Sadeo Threatt. Wide left is Gene Banks. Shot clock at 10. Banks gives to Jordan in the left corner. 6 to shoot. Jordan with 4 on the clock. Shoots under pressure. Good.
Oh, ring it up.
49 for Michael Jordan. I'm out of room in my scorebook.
I got 2 left.
His 20 field goals have run me out again. 81-71 Chicago. Left of the lane, Wingate kicks it for Colter. Outside, he steps right of the lane. Right corner, Hinson. He shoots from there. In and out. Rebound, tip, Barkley. Good. Barkley with 12. Used his body to seal Oakley off and tipped it in over his back.
First 2 points
for Barkley in the second half.
For 20 rebounds, though.
Yeah, 20 turnovers, though, for the Sixers. Here's a foul called off the ball on David Wingate. They're over the limit. The Bulls are on the free throw line in the person of
MJ.
And he's sitting on 49 points tonight. He has had 50, 53, 58, 61 this year. 4 times this year, 50 or more. Jordan's free throw, 5 times. 50 for Michael Jordan. 82-73.
Everybody will have a field day with it. They honored Doc. He passed the flame, right? The Olympic flame to the young Michael Jordan.
Michael took it from there. Second one, 51. 83-73. Bulls up 10. Sixers on the attack. Barkley right of the lane. Wheels in on Banks. Shoots the shot good. Charles Barkley with 14. He just powers it in on you. Bends you over backwards and shoots it right in your face. Michael Jordan in the front court. Starts it off to the right to Sedale. Threatt. He drives in for the right. Scoop. Layup good. Threatt with 4. The Bulls keep the 10-point lead. 4:10 remaining. Steve Colter gives to Barkley outside against Banks. Barkley right in the lane. Goes baseline right. Dumps it off. Oakley took it away from him. Charles Oakley dribbles out to run the clock and hands to Threatt. Charles Oakley took the ball from Barkley. Threatt front court to the right. Now Jordan has it right in the lane. Michael in the drive. And dunked it. Timeout Sixers with 3:44 remaining. 87-75. Bulls will be back after these messages on the Bulls Network. Julius Erving ceremonies before the game tonight, and then Michael Jordan took it from there. And the Dr. J legacy is in good hands.
And he passes it to another J, Dr. Jordan. Needed in surgery for the Bulls, and he has performed like a surgeon, hasn't he? He has dissected this tough defense by the Sixers. Low-scoring game.
53 points for Michael Jordan tonight. That's the second time this year he has hit that mark. He's played every minute of the second half, and he's carried this team out to a 12-point lead. 3:40 left. Sixers in the front court. Colter guarded by Threatt. Plays it to Barkley. Tipped away by Banks to Threatt. Pulls on the break. Ahead to Jordan. Michael behind the back. Scoop to Banks. Low left. Traveling call on Michael Jordan. Couldn't quite make the wraparound move.
Threatt tried to get him the ball, and he just couldn't quite get to it. Another steal for the Bulls. Good defense down here all of a sudden. Whammo.
Low-scoring game. Atlanta beats Washington tonight, 96-87. The Bulls will be down 1 to the Bullets in the loss column after this if it holds. Left corner three-point shot, no good. Wingate. Barkley the rebound. Stumbles out and a foul on Gene Banks. On Banks, his 5th. Just the 4th team foul with 3:14 left. Washington's record is 35-33. In from the left side, Barkley shoots off the glass, no, but a foul call with 3:09 left. Gene Banks is fouled out of the game.
This guy has got speed, motion, range. He's got everything there is.
He's got power. Doug Collins taking his time, selecting the substitution.
Elston Turner gets the call.
Interesting. Oakley will be taking Barkley now, I would imagine.
And then Vranes catches E.T. with there, maybe Wingate. I don't know. We'll have to check this one out.
3:09 remaining. The Bulls up 12, but they have Barkley on the free throw line. He hit both attempts in the first half tonight. He has scored 14 points in the game.
Watch them pressing now after this 2 free throws.
He misses the first one. Barkley again. Yep. 87-76. Bulls having it played a Poquette against pressure and a foul call.
No, they bounced the ball on the
Bulls
end
turned it
line.
over on the inbounds pass. Okay. The Sixers have it with 3:08 left, down 11.
Said watch the press. You heard me, didn't you?
I did. Colter has it right side against Turner. Colter left around the McCormick screen. His 18-footer is good out front. Steve Colter has 15 points in the game. That ties his season high. The Bulls get it in play to Poquette, and he is fouled with 2:55 left. Foul on Barkley, his 5th.
Barkley made 1 out of 2 free throws and then a steal. A turnover by the Bulls. gives Colter a chance to knock it in, so they get 3 on a play. Now he reaches in on Ben Poquette. Trouble in foul city for the Sixers. So Paxson comes in now for Cedale. Right.
Poquette's a good free thrower, 80%. Colter had a 15-point game with the Bulls this year. Poquette misses the first free throw attempt.
He shot quite well. I think he's only missed one other one.
Second one up. Yep, 88-78. Chicago by 10. 4 possessions. Here's Barkley, tripped by Poquette. Foul called on Ben Poquette as Barkley drove from the right side. Second foul on Poquette. All this is stopping the clock, of course, with 2:50 left. Barkley back on the free throw line to shoot 2.
There could be some free throw shooting here in his last 2:50.
Barkley, 3 out of 4 free throwing in the game, has scored 15 points. 16. 88-79. Second one is in. 88-80. Poquette against pressure, comes into Turner, now to Jordan. Michael lost the ball in traffic at the timeline. Sixers have it. David Wingate down the lane, runs into Poquette, count the hoop, and a foul on Poquette.
Man.
6-point game, 2:42 left. Timeout Bulls. Sixers will have Wingate on the foul line after this timeout with 2:42 remaining. 88-82 Chicago. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. 76ers have scored 6 points in less than a minute, and they've cut the Bulls' 12-point lead in half, and they will have David Wingate on the free throw line shooting for a 3-point play. Doug Collins preaching to his players, keep your poise against the pressure. We're not laughing, are we?
No.
It's not a laugher, is it?
No, sir. All of a sudden, it was, what, 11 or 12 there?
12. Poquette, Turner, Oakley, Jordan, Paxson. Sixers, Colter, Vranes, Barkley, McCormick, and David Wingate, a 73% free thrower, gets ready with the free throw. It's in. It's a 5-point game. Sixers full court press. Poquette running the baseline, trying to get it inbounds. Takes a timeout.
That's man-to-man they went that time and really put some pressure on. Now,
two more timeouts left for the Bulls. Oh, man. Let's pause for station identification as we keep it here, but we'll pause now for station identification on the Bulls Network. The Bulls having all kinds of problems trying to get the ball in against this full court press by the 76ers. The last time they had it inbounds, they executed exactly right to get it in play. But then when Michael Jordan put it on the floor against that zone pressure, he ran into 4 red shirts right at the timeline and they lost the ball.
they ran up and down after the free throw, which you can do. Now you call a timeout. Now you're stationary. Now you got to stay there. You can't go
Can't
flying down
advance
the
it yet. You're
baseline.
not inside of 2 minutes either.
That's right. You got 42
Run some
seconds.
clock this possession. 2:42. That's a lot of time with a 5-point lead. Nobody leaving. 18,122. Sticking it out tonight.
Bulls scored 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan scored.
That's on the game clock. 15 minutes ago on that watch on your wrist. Here is Ben Poquette to inbound again against full court pressure. Poquette comes in to Jordan. Poquette has it back. Off to Jordan. Michael Jordan up court with a lob pass to Elston Turner. They've got it in the front court and the clock running at 2:33. Turner off to the right side. Double team to Jordan down low right. Michael lost the ball going up. Poquette gets it out to the left. 6 on the shot clock. Poquette in for the left side. Laid it up, no good. Barkley the rebound. Ahead to Colter. Steve Colter blows in. Scoops the shot. No. Rebound Jordan. Michael dribbles out. 2:12 left. Jordan in the front court, guarded by Steve Colter, off to the left. 14 to shoot. Jordan against Colter, off to the left, 10 on the clock. Michael in for the left side. 6 to shoot. Jordan on the move, foul line, comes up shooting, good. 55 for Jordan, the Bulls up 7. That's 3 possessions for the... Here's Turner, a steal of the ball. He hands Paxson. That may ice it. Minute 42 left. Big defensive play by Elston Turner. John Paxson in the front court, dancing on the dribble out near the center circle. Shot clock at 10. The big one at 1:33. Paxson on the move to the right. Hands to Jordan. 4 on the clock. Michael with a three-pointer right side. Rimming, no. Barkley the rebound. 1:22 left. Charles Barkley in the front court against Elston Turner. Down the lane, shoots under pressure. Offensive foul. He's out of the game.
He's gone.
Elston Turner, 2 big defensive plays.
It was. Elston Turner stepped in front of him, and Barkley's going to get his money's worth now. He's chasing him down.
He is fouled out of the game, and now he wants a technical foul here.
Oh, he just saw here that he got the call, and he wants a piece now of Mike Mathis. And Danny Vranes wrote him off. Jimmy Lynham, the assistant coach.
For the Sixers, you don't need a technical here. Here's Turner in the front court, off to the left. Minute 12 left. Turner hands to Jordan. Foul call. Michael Jordan shoots 2. David Wingate, the foul, is 5th.
What a performance the Sixers put up here, Jim. Underhand, not underhand, undermanned ball club. Matty Gook is struggling there with a very difficult owner that's on your case all the time. He sits right in with the coaches' meetings, and he has done a good job with this ball club.
The free throw good by Jordan. That's 56. Threatt back, Poquette out. 1:08 left. The Bulls lead by 8. Michael again. No. Rebound long. Danny Vranes. Vranes on the dribble. Lost it at the timeline, but was fouled by Sedale Threatt. His second. Good man to foul. Vranes, a 49% free thrower.
Now it's tough to put pressure on because you normally like to do that when you're coming out of a made free throw. You've got balance, you know what's happening, but on a missed free throw, you start to run to a man, and boy, you're open for that long court pass.
Danny Vranes, first one, nope. 1 minute and 4 seconds left. San Antonio beats Houston tonight. Vranes' second shot is in. 91-84. Oakley wanting to throw deep. Timeout taken. Bulls take a full timeout with 1:04 left. It's 91-84 Chicago. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. 64 seconds remaining in this game. 91-84. The Bulls nursing a 7-point lead. It's been another offensive explosion by Michael Jordan tonight. 56 points so far for him. Of the 91 his team has scored. He had 6 steals at last count, right?
At last count, yes. Matter of fact, the Bulls have played pretty well. Sedale Threatt has come in with some steal. Doug might have to get that shirt cleaned and ironed. He was emotionally swept up in his game, too, being a former teammate of Dr. J. Had some beautiful words to say about him, and now they're going to take it out here in the end.
Turner looking to bring it in. He comes in to Jordan. Michael a jump pass ahead to Paxson. Paxson to the front court, off to the left, 58 seconds. Paxson hounded by Toney. Elston Turner jumps the ball to Michael Jordan off the left, 13 to shoot. Jordan double teamed. Here's a lob pass tipped away. It's loose on the floor. And we get a foul call on Michael Jordan. It'll put Toney on the line with 48 seconds left.
I would have almost liked to see Michael just hold on to the ball and not be nobody flipping it into the middle. But they held up number 32 on the foul, but you and I knew it was Michael Jordan. He meant to say 23. That's his second.
Andrew Toney had 11 in the first half, has 13 in the game, perfect in 4 first half free throw attempts. In and out with this one.
We are spending a lot of time in the west end of the stadium.
91-84 with 48 seconds left.
Charles says, I'll get it, you guys break. Go down to the Chevy and go left.
Toney hits the next one, a 6-point game. That's 2 possessions now. Paxson on the dribble, brings it up. Paxson gives it up to Jordan, in for the right. Michael lost the ball. Paxson gets it back left side, out front Elston Turner. E.T. on the dribble to the left, back out to Paxson. 13 to shoot. Inside Oakley. Charles fakes underneath. Got a foul. Now Oakley and Danny Vranes want to go at it. Danny Vranes grabbed Charles to make sure he couldn't get the shot away. Vranes with the foul, his second.
There's a technical foul on who? 34. That's his second. He's gone. Okay,
No,
Danny Vranes. Yeah, right. It's not Mike Brown.
So they'll shoot the technical first with 34 seconds left.
Whoever wants to, they won't be Danny Vranes shooting the technical, but maybe probably Steve Colter.
Toney, I would think. Now it is Colter. He's a 79% free thrower. Steve Colter shooting for a new season high. 34 seconds left. Colter shoots it in. He's got 16 points in the game. It's 91-86.
Yeah, they found Charles underneath all alone. He had made the fake. And then Vranes did the right thing in grabbing him. Charles caught up again in the game here, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Charles scored the first 3 points of the evening and misses the free throw here. He hasn't scored since. 91-86. Oakley scored the game's first 3 points. And now with 34 seconds left, he offers the second one. No, gets his own rebound. Goes back to the hoop and draws another foul.
Well, you'd think Charles would say, hey, I've had enough of this. I want to stay outside. Now Paxson says,
look, Charles, we don't need the points now. We need to run clock.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And John Paxson comes back to Doug Collins and says, I told him.
Charles shoots the ball, knows it's going to the left, comes over, gets it, starts to go up, and he's grabbed again by Vranes. Charles has got his temper going a little bit. That's a, whoa, boy. Charles has missed his last 4.
Got to have one of these, Charles. 32 seconds left. Second one. Rimming, no. Sixers the rebound. Colter in the front court. Colter behind the back, move to the hoop, lays it up. No. Seattle 3. Lost the ball to Hinson in the corner. Hinson tries to save. Jordan and Wingate are tied up with 20 seconds left. Michael Jordan and David Wingate in a jump ball at the center circle.
Michael got popped in the nose.
You ever see 2.5 minutes take longer, run off and
No,
block in
I'll
your
tell
life?
you, this is almost like a college game. Charles, you have to get out of the circle.
Wingate tips and Paxson and Toney go for the ball, and a loose ball foul on Andrew Toney. That may do it. John Paxson to the line with 18 seconds left.
I would put Charles Oakley way back down here now.
Here comes comes Ben Poquette. He's coming for Charles Oakley. This is execution time here, and I don't mean the coach putting a gun to his head. This is...
It could be double entendre there.
Paxson's free throw is good. You can't afford to make those mistakes inside of 30 seconds when you're nursing a 5-point lead. Paxson delivers. Good, he hits them both. Matty Goop takes time. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead. 93-86 with 18 seconds left. This apparent victory by the Bulls will assure them of a season series split with the 76ers. It will also put the Bulls a game and a half in front of the Indiana Pacers for the 7th playoff position. It will move the Bulls to within 1 game of the Washington Bullets and the 6th playoff position. Washington losing tonight drops to 35-33. It puts the Bulls in a game, one half game of Washington. And remember, in all tiebreakers so far, the Bulls hold the edge to this point in the season in all tiebreakers with Philly, Washington, or Indiana.
And
so you can, excuse me, John, to this point in time anyway, to any difference there, you can add 1 full game.
And guess who's coming to dinner at the end of this month?
Washington, 1 week from tonight. The Bulls also visit the Cap Center. They have 2 games left with Indiana in a 5-game series, remember. 1 more Chicago victory in either of those 2 games gives the Bulls the season series with Indiana.
Well, the scoring has slowed down a little bit, Jim. The Bulls had 29 in the first quarter, 20 and 20. And now...
6 home games left for the Bulls after tonight. 7 on the road. Thursday night in New Jersey. Be with us on WMAQ Radio and Channel 32, a 6:30 simulcast Chicago time. 6:10 with the radio pregame show with Jerry Cook. Tim McCormick from the timeline looks to inbound it. Still looking. He's up against the count. He comes into Colter. 3-point shot. Steve Colter good from the left. 93-89, 14 seconds left. Turner inbounds to Sedale Threatt. Underneath, Colter steals it in. Is it in? Steve Colter scores a 2-point game, 11 seconds left. Here's Sedale Threatt getting wrapped up in the backcourt with 9 seconds left.
Oh, my word.
Who's the foul on? Danny Vranes.
21 points for Colter. He just laid the ball out to him, and Colter came right in, laid it over the rim. He's got 5 points in what, 4 seconds on it? 3 seconds?
Bulls have a timeout left. 9 seconds left to go in the game. Threatt, a good free thrower, 80%. His first one, in and out. Next one, no. Rebound long, Danny Vranes, 8 seconds. They take a 20. They can't advance it on a 20. 8 seconds left. The Bulls nursing a 2-point lead. Looked like it was locked up with 18 seconds left, right?
Oh, there's
wrong.
People in their cars listening to the game saying, what happened? They were ahead, well ahead when we left.
The Bulls had a 7-point lead. It's now 2 after a 3-point field goal by Colter. Then he stole the ball under the basket and scored. He's got 21 points tonight. That's a new season high for Colter, biting the hand that fed him a few weeks ago.
Charles missed 2 double free throws at the end here. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. They missed 7 out of 8 free throws. Threatt missed 2. Poquette split a pair, and now we're ready to go here.
8 seconds from deep in the backcourt. The Sixers have it in play. Steve Colter brings it up against Threatt. 4 seconds. Colter shoots at the foul line. Short, Jordan clears it. The Bulls win. Final score in Chicago Stadium, the Bulls 93, Philadelphia 91. We'll be back in recap after these messages on the Bulls Network.